Hello everybody, Kate here today with another episode of Wildlife Park, and today we are building a tapir exhibit. Now, I have a quick thing to apologize about before we really get into the time lapse, and that is, unfortunately, due to something I don't really understand, the replay mod messed up and actually deleted the last half of the time lapse, and I don't really know why. You still see most of it. To be honest, all that it really cuts out is me placing down some plants, so not the biggest thing. The end of the video is still the same though, so that works well. So you guys still get to see the final product and everything. Anyway, yeah, today we're building a tapir, and mostly that's for two reasons. One, as you can see, when I was building the pathways, I realized I was gonna have this little section here, and the second reason is I just really wanted to do tapirs, because in real life I love tapirs. They're like weird little elephant pigs. And I love them for that for some reason. They're weird looking, so I like them. But yeah, I decided to do a little tapir exhibit. I think it turned out quite well. It's not necessarily my biggest or most extravagant build, or even maybe the best, but I came away enjoying it quite a lot. I thought it was an overall okay build. I had a lot of fun building it, which I think is good. Yeah, I mean, the main point of this build wasn't really, and I guess I realized I probably could have built most of the like wall and stuff on camera, but I decided to just work on that myself. But I mean, the point of this exhibit wasn't necessarily to make like this big fancy exhibit. It was more just, you know, I wanted to do something small for an animal I liked, and just do a bunch of foliage. In all honesty, that's the main reason why I did this, to put lots and lots of pretty looking plants from Zawa mod. And Biomes of Plenty down. I think it turns out pretty good. I'm quite happy with how it ended up looking. Also, there's this weird cow that was in the exhibit, and I never got rid of him for some reason, even though he was annoying me a ton, which is weird. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so we're just a small little exhibit. I'm quite happy with this. Next episode, hopefully, or next video, we'll probably try and do a bigger exhibit. Maybe we can do an elephant or something like that. We'll see. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys want to see in future videos. Also, people keep suggesting the mega plant mod pack thing, the type stuff for this series, and to be honest, I don't know if I'll add it in. And people might be like, oh, but it adds in so many plants you could use. True, but I kind of know myself, and if I'm given too many choices when it comes to foliage, I start making no choices at all because there's so much stuff I can use. I kind of just stop using it altogether, which is why even like having two mods that add in a fair deal of plants is even somewhat complicated for me, because it's like, oh, I want to use them all now, but I can't because there's not really space, and now I have to choose between plants and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe we'll add it in later. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, this is, it's kind of weird. There's like this big, like, the hill is like inverted of the coastline, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, I decided to do water because even though, yes, I know tapirs are can swim really well and all that, I wanted like a bit of a barrier between the low down walkway and the exhibit, I guess. I don't know. Also, I do really like that it's got different elevation in it. I think that's really cool, and it's not something we do often in my builds, mostly just because, to be honest, I don't like working with it, because generally it's kind of hard to get a fence to work properly and all this other stuff, and it's kind of annoying, but I think the way I've done it, it works quite well. I'm quite happy with it, and I think it turned out okay. I really do. Anyway, yeah, just placing down some mossy rocks, kind of like, to be honest, you know what this exhibit reminds me of? This reminds me of my capybara exhibit I did. It's got a very similar vibe to me, which is good. I liked that exhibit a lot. Quite a lot indeed. Oh, we haven't done flamingos yet. Maybe I should do flamingos soon. Well, not next episode probably, but because I'm sure you guys want to see some bigger, more impressive animal than a flamingo, but I think it'd be fun to do them again soon. I do miss doing them, although there are sloths, and I really, really like sloths, and I might have to do that before flamingos. We'll see. You guys will have to let me know. Anyway, speaking of the capybara exhibit, I built some of the ruins I built in that exhibit, and I think in a big cat exhibit in a really, really, really old wildlife park video. I think I had something like that. I don't really remember, in all honesty. I've done a lot of these videos over the years. But anyway, yeah, we're just kind of, I don't know, trying to do this tropical theme. It doesn't look very tropical right now. I do end up going with jungle trees, and I think that's in a second. But yeah, I put some jungle trees down. I'm not entirely happy with them. I'm still placing down ruins right now, but is this one to place the jungle trees? I think it is. I don't know why I put that like stone brick wall pillar thing on its side. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever, you know. All right, and there's the jungle trees. I was waiting for you. To be honest, I kind of regret putting the jungle trees in. They don't look very good, but I kind of forgot I had biomes of plenty in at this point. So it was like trying to remember, you know, like, oh, I do actually have access to all these trees. So I might switch these out either for biomes of plenty trees or for some other tree I come up with myself. We'll kind of see what happens. I mean, it's not an exhibit I necessarily feel like I need to put tons and tons and tons of work into, like making like super amazing custom trees or anything like that, because again, at the end of the day, it's just a small little jungle exhibit to kind of look cool. Yeah, and I think it accomplishes that quite well. I think it really does. But anyway, yeah, you can see me place down some little plants and vines right now, some of the stuff. Again, I don't know why the time lapse messed up. In real time, it definitely was okay, and I don't know, maybe the time lapse itself just didn't record the end of me building the exhibit for some reason. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, it gets to look a lot cooler. Trust me, it looks much better later. Yeah, and you'll see that in just a few seconds here. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say for the time lapse. So enjoy the final review of the enclosure. Alright guys, we're back from the time lapse, and here is the finished exhibit. So I know this was a really short video this is gonna be a really short video overall, and isn't the biggest or grandest exhibit I've ever made, but I have to say, I really like it. I really do. I'm quite a fan of it. I think that's just because I like the foliage, in all honesty. It's funny. Usually I'll say in the episode, like, especially the grizzly bears, I'm like, oh, I put too much foliage in, guys, you know, it's too dense. And then people are always like, no, you should make it denser. So that's kind of what I did here. I literally, if there was a place for me to stick a plant, I stuck a plant, because all the plants, and I think it looks really good. I really like it, actually. I think the trees could do with a bit of a rework, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. And I like the ruins as well. I think those are awesome. And I love the tapir model, and I love tapirs because tapirs are awesome. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Anyway, yeah, this is our little tapir exhibit. I decided to put this here mostly just because, well, you know, I just realized I was gonna have this because I had the path going straight there and the path going like that. So I was like, we're gonna have this weird little circle thing. We might as well put an exhibit here. And I couldn't really think of what to put here, and I realized I really wanted to make a tapir exhibit, so I was like, why not? And so I made a tapir exhibit. And I like it, and I think it's gonna work quite well right here. Because obviously, I mean, we do have our bald eagle, our brawled. How did you get out? Is there a hole? There might be somewhere. I don't know how it got out, but... Oh, did it fly up the waterfall? Well, that's interesting. But anyway, we're gonna have more desert stuff heading this direction, and we're gonna have more foresty stuff going that direction. And I was like, well, I need to do jungle somewhere, so jungle's gonna be somewhat going this direction. Again, this is not like super well planned out or even themed. It just kind of exists. Speaking of which, though, I do think this area here, I've decided, is going to be our Indian elephant, I think. I don't know when we're doing the African elephant or where it's going. Probably in a big exhibit with a bunch of creatures. We'll kind of see what we do for that. But anyway, yeah. I need to make a playlist for these videos. I just remembered I don't have one yet. There's enough of them now that there probably should be one. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what animal we're gonna do next. Probably, I kind of feel like another small one. And my reason for doing some of the smaller exhibits more recently, especially after doing the grizzly bear one, is more just I don't really have the energy to make a massive exhibit right now. But soon I'll be up to probably make a big one. I mean, maybe we could do the elephant next episode. Let me know what you guys want to see. Yeah, actually, you know what? Just let me know what you guys want to see. Do you guys want to see an elephant, or do you guys want to see something else? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will try to get something done like that. Anyway, oh, look at that little tapir. He is very adorable, and I love it. It's like my weird little elephant pigs, and I love them. Elephant pigs. I like this. Again, the trees could be better, and I could probably just use some like biomes of plenty trees. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's like, oh, that's amazing. I love it. I actually love it so much. But for now they work. I'll probably switch them out at some point. But other than that, I think that's about all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know what animals in buildings or whatever you guys want to see in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys want to see an elephant next episode. And yeah, until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed, and see ya.